Our Holy Father, Pope Francis, has declared this year as the year of Saint Joseph, the patron saint of the universal church, families, fathers, and caretakers. Saint Joseph was a descendant from the lineage of David the king, a spouse of Mary, our mother, and foster father of Jesus, whose feast we celebrate on 19th March according to the liturgical calendar. By nature, Saint Joseph was a righteous, a person without guile, God-fearing, and attentive to God's plans. He was selflessly ready to carry out the mission entrusted to him by God without expecting anything in return. He allowed himself to be used as an instrument of God just to fulfill the plans of God, that is, to have full-fledged incarnation of God in the person of Jesus here on earth for the salvation of all. One of the vivid incidents will convince us that St. Joseph was so much with the plan of God. After having learned that Mary, with whom he had been betrothed, was with a child, he was secretly planning to divorce her. Nevertheless, the plan of God was that Joseph should take her as his wife, which he communicated to him in his dream through an angel. And the Gospel says in St. Matthew chapter 1 verse 24, we read, "When Joseph awoke from sleep, he did as the angel of the Lord commanded him. He took her as his wife." The message from this very incident is very clear and crystal to us that man supposes and God disposes. Prophet Isaiah, the mouthpiece of God, says in chapter 55, verse 8, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, and nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord." Dear friends, God has a plan for all of us, just as He had for Joseph. Joseph was ready to forego his plans for the sake of God's plan. For this act of total sacrifice, God crowned Joseph with righteousness and sainthood. What about us? Do we try to fulfill our plan or that of God? Drawing the inspiration from the triune God, St. Joseph kept his family united in one spirit and thus made his family a holy one despite having poor family status. Today, he is honored as a patron saint of all the families. May St. Joseph intercede for us all so that we may also experience the love of God in our families.